Good evening, guys. Good morning. Anyone joined from US, Canada?
Good evening, sir.
Joined from US, Canada. Guys, anyone have questions? Sakshi, you have anything? Ajanka, Naveen, Pranit,
No, sir. No.
anyone have questions?
No, sir. All clear.
Let's wait for a few minutes and let's all people to join. We'll start the class in shortly. So anyone aware about our Clear Mind Tray tool, guys? All are aware? Anyone not aware? So we developed one application by using same AI which you are planning to learn. Similar kind of LLM models. By using those LLM models only, we developed this tool. So all are aware about this? If not aware, maybe in the end of the session, trainer will explain about the tool as well. Yeah. Hi, Koti.
Hi, Mahesh. Hi.
Thank you. You can carry on.
Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, guys. Hi, guys. Good evening. How are you doing today? How are you doing? How are you doing today? Hello. Can you hear me, guys?
Sir,
How's your day?
Good, sir.
good sir.
Okay. Okay. Today, I think. Hi, Kotian. Hi, Gurudev. Good evening. Hi, Akila. Good evening. Hi, Radhika.
Good evening.
Giridharan. Good evening. Paunika. Good evening. Ashwini. Good evening. Vijaya. Good evening.
Hi,
Harika. Good evening. Sakshi.
Yeah,
Good
very good
evening.
evening.
How are you doing, guys? Everyone?
Yeah, watching match.
You're watching match, huh? Which match?
India Zimbabwe.
India, Zimbabwe. Okay. Who is batting?
India.
India. How many overs got? What is the score?
150 for 13th over.
150 for 2. Oh, nice, man. I think are they going to hit? Okay. Okay. Now their match is happening, right? What is the estimated score for India?
230.
230. What about others, guys? What about others? Okay. Shall we start the session? I think. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Okay. Shall we start the session? Just last minute. Okay. Shall I start the session?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me start the session. Stopped or started?
Stop it, sir.
Hello. Hi guys. Hello everyone. How are you doing today? Can you see my screen? Can you my okay. Yesterday, in yesterday's session, we were discussed about the what is Python, what is the history of the Python, how Python being used, what are the different why we need to use Python, what are the different features of the Python we discuss, right? Am I right? In today, I'm going to ask you one simple question. How many of you do not have or don't have a powerful laptop? How many of you don't have a powerful laptop? Or how many of you are having do not have a laptop at all? Come on. How many of you don't have a laptop at all? Come on, respond. No one? That means silent means everyone have laptop? Okay, let me ask the second question. How many think, how many of you think coding needs heavy software installation? So as we have started the Python programming language, right? Programming language is nothing but a coding. That's what everyone feels about it, or everyone thinks about it. Now tell me, how many of your thinking coding or coding means Python coding needs heavy software installation? How many of you? Come on, guys, no one is responding, right? So that means everyone have the powerful laptop. What is your GPUs? What is the size of your GPU? What is the size of your GPU? Navin Reddy, what is the size of your GPU? Abhishek, what is the size of your GPU? Madhuri, what is the size of your GPU? Radhika, what is the size of your GPU? Someshwar, guys, no one, I'm not able to hear anyone. What is the reason? Boring? Hello? Hello? Guys, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Mahesh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we
yes,
can
we
hear
can.
you.
So no one is talking. What happened? No one are discussing anything. What happened? Are you guys are okay? Are you guys are okay? Okay. So how many of you do not have powerful laptop? How many of you are thinking coding needs heavy software installation? So today I will show you something magic, guys. You can write Python code without installing anything. What is that? You can write Python code without installing anything. Okay. Okay, without installing anything. So, right now for that, we are going to use one of thing called Google Collaboratory or Google Colab. Google Colab is a online platform where we can write and write, where we can write and run Python code directly in the browser. What is that? What is a Google Collaborate? If someone asks you what is a Google, so simple to say Google Colab. What is Google Colab? Google Colab is a platform. Simple to say, it is a platform where we can write and run Python code directly in the browser itself. Browser means Google browser. Okay. In simple words, no installation is needed, no setup headache, works like as your GPT or works like as your Jupyter Notebook, free GPU available, runs on Google Cloud. Runs on Google Cloud. Okay, guys, are able to follow me? Everyone are able to follow me? If someone tell me what is the Google Colab? What is the Google Colab?
Yeah, it is a platform
What is Google Colab?
where
Tell me.
yeah, it is a platform where you write Python code, sir, directly on the browser, and it is stored in the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is what I understood. Google
Okay,
Cloud. Yes.
very good, very good. So now let me tell you, before I go into the Google Cloud, I will tell you one of the concept called IDE. What is that concept called? IDE. What is the full form of IDE? I will explain, guys. IDE. The full form of IDE is nothing but integrated. D means development environment. I mean, just to know the background, guys, for that purpose, I'm explaining about the IDE. So IDE for Python, just Python, basically a software. IDE is a software or simple to say app where you write, run, and debug Python code in single place. Like Google Colab is one IDE. The full form of IDE is nothing but integrated development environment. So IDE for basically, as we are discussing the Python program, IDE for Python, basically it is a software or a application where you write, run, and debug Python code, everything in single place. What IDE will give you? What you will get from the IDE? You will get the code editor. What is the meaning of code editor? What is the meaning of editor? What is the meaning of code editor?
You can write the
Coding,
code.
where code editor is nothing but typing a code. Simple to say, typing code with different colors and auto completes. Run, code editor, run or execute. Other name of run is also called execute or debug. What is the debugging means? Find errors step by step. Find errors step by step. And file management or a project management. So it is a kind of project. Once you've done the project, it will manage the entire project in the real world. So I'm just repeating again, guys, very, very important to everyone. So basic understanding about this. Our learning should be more of practical rather than just theory part. Okay. Okay. ID means starting with the ID. So someone asks you, hey, what ID are you using? So everyone know about, sir, I'm using Jupyter Notebook, I'm using VS Code, I'm using Google Colab. But most of the people, they don't know ID. It is an ID. So that is the reason you need to be very, very clear about that IDE. IDE is IDE for Python. Basically, it is a software, simple software or an application. Google Colab is an application. Jupyter Notebook is an application or a software. Google Colab is a software. VS Code is a software or a application. What it does, what it will give you, or where to use it, it can be used for write, run, debug of Python code, everything at one place. That is what the meaning of IDE. What it will give you, what IDE will give you. So why it is useful? Because it is work as a coding editor. What is the meaning of coding editor? Typing a code with the different colors to identify the errors, syntax, and all. Auto complete, sometimes automatically complete the code. It can be used for execute the code. It can also be used for debugging. Debugging means finding errors step by step. terminal. Terminal is install libraries. So some of the, for example, install libraries. So like also called as a simple to say terminal. It is also called as a terminal. So if for example, so you are using IDE of Jupyter Notebook. Suppose you are using IDE of Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook. So we got recent, assume that we got recently OpenAI app application, OpenAI library. So you want to install that library into your Jupyter Notebook or into your Google Colab. So it can be with the help of terminal, we can install the required libraries. So in yesterday also we discussed one term called rich libraries. What is the meaning of rich libraries? Python having predefined code, predefined, well-defined codes available in the library. You just need to invoke those libraries and use with the minimal code. That's what we discussed. So you want to install those libraries. How do you install those libraries? Those libraries can be installed with the help of terminal. What is that? With the help of terminal. With the help of terminal, we can install that library. So some of the popular IDs. What are some of the popular IDs? Some of the popular IDs are the. What are some of the popular IDs? What are some of the popular IDs? Can anyone tell me what are some of popular IDs? Some of the popular IDs. Anyone can you
I
tell me
think
what are
Visual Studio
MATLAB,
Code.
MATLAB we can say, na, sir?
the, huh?
MATLAB, can you say MATLAB, sir?
MATLAB is a
anything?
library. MATLAB is a library. Popular IDs are VS Code is one.
Visual Studio Code.
Visual Studio. Most popular, most popular as well as lightweight and extensions. It can be used for extension. And if you want to deploy any ML model, your AML model, machine learning model, deep learning model, even you want to deploy your GenAI model, agentic AI model, we prefer to use VS Code. It works purely on the local machine. Next is PyCharm. PyCharm is powerful, best for the big projects, guys. Best for big projects. Okay. Best for the big projects. Or if I want to take the 1 second, where is it? Okay, sorry. If you want to take, I can take in a way paint. Let me take the paint. I can explain the so what are the simple to say IDs? Okay. What are the different IDs? One of the ID is the VS Code is one. VS Code is most popular, lightweight as well as extension. Second one is PyCharm. PyCharm is a powerful, guys. So here it is. I'm just writing powerful, popular, lightweight, and extensions. Extension can use. PyCharm is used for popular, powerful also, powerful, mostly used for big projects. When you use a big projects, we can use this. Okay. The next one is Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook. It is used for the best for data science activities. It is best for data science and all. Data science plus EDA, DS, EDA point of view. Next one is Google Colab. Google Colab, online Jupyter Notebook. It is online Jupyter Notebook. Best for ML and DL and computer vision, and as well as best for the ML, DL, computer vision. So that is what the meaning. So these are the some of the most popular libraries or popular IDs which are available in the market. So what I will do as part of the curriculum. So I'm going to use Google Colab up to CV, computer vision, machine learning, deep learning. So I don't want to use that. So I'm going to use VS Code especially for AML. I mean, especially for Gen AI projects, or especially for agentic AI projects, especially for AI agents. I'm going to use these projects, and as VS Code are being used in the local system, you required more of RAM or more of memory size for a C drive and all. So Google Colab it is an online Jupyter notebook. No installation is required. It is a purely depends on the browser. So that is the reason my preference or my likely chances to being used for training purpose is the Google Colab. At the time of projects, we are going to use the VS Code. VS Code is really helpful at the time of deployment. What is that? At the time of model deployment and all, VS Code are being used heavily. So that is what my preference to all of you. So in our course, we are going to cover both Google Colab as well as the VS Code. But as a fresher, it will be easy for you to learning and all. So let's start with the Google Colab. Now, any questions? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt? Clear? What is ID is clear?
Sir, after installing the Google Colab, we will get the editor window,
Yes.
sir, to
Yes.
type the
No need to
code.
install. Just you. I will tell you. It is a very simple process how to do that.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
It is a very simple process. I will tell you that, sir. No
Sir,
need
you
to
said
be
ID is nothing but a software or a application, you said.
correct.
After that means after installation, we will get a code editor window.
I mean, for installation is required for VS Code, PyCharm, and Jupyter Notebook.
Okay, okay.
But for Google Colab, installation is not required. It's an online Jupyter Notebook. Simple to say. So
Okay,
no
sir. Okay.
installation. It works on browser.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now, sir, let's okay. Any questions, guys? Is it interesting or boring? Is it interesting or boring? Right. Let me talk about the as I told you, right? Google Colab and all. So I'm going to use the Notepad Plus. So like yesterday, uh, Google Colab. So what is Google Colab? Google Colab is an online platform where we can write and run Python code directly in the browser. Sharif, that is what the word I'm using here. So Google
Yes,
Colab
sir.
is an online platform where you can write and run Python code directly in the browser. What does it mean in simple words? What does it mean? So as we are running on the directly on the browser, that means is it installation is required or no? Is installation is required or no? Is installation is required or no?
No
No.
need. No, sir.
No need, sir. No need, sir.
No installation. No installation needed. So as an installation not is the setup is required? No setup headache. No setup headache. Work like Jupyter Notebook. So everyone using the Jupyter Notebook, Python says the Jupyter Notebook, right? It is work as Jupyter Notebook. Free GPU available. So now your AI models and all everything work on the GPU. So at the time of deep learning and all, I will explain you what is the meaning, what is the difference between the GPU and TPU and all. It runs on the Google Cloud. Runs on Google Cloud. Runs on the Google Cloud. So simple to say. So Google Colab is nothing but Google Colab is equal to, imagine a VS Code plus Jupyter Notebook plus powerful server. We are also integrated with the server. What happens if you don't, if you're not using the Google Colab, VS Code and Jupyter Notebook runs on your local machine, purely depends on the RAM. But here we are using a term called powerful server, which means it is not running on your local machine, it is running on the Google Cloud. Okay, simple to say, or even more simple to say, even if I said that it's like a Google Docs, like a document, but instead of writing notes, we will write the Google Colab like as a Word document. Instead of writing, we'll write Python code. Instead of writing, we'll write the Python code. Why we need to use Google Colab? Why we use Google Colab? Why we use? No, because first point, as already mentioned, no installation. So no Python installation, no pip installation, no environmental error issues. Because most of the cases you are going to get the common issues. No Python installation, right? No pip installation. If you want to install any library, automatically by default it will install here only. No environmental error issues. You want to set up issues, environmental issues, right? Right. Runs on cloud. Another benefit is runs on cloud. Even runs on cloud. Even if a laptop is slow, so some people are using the old laptops. Even laptop is slow, code runs on Google servers. That is the meaning of Google server. That is the meaning of the cloud. Free GPU or TPU. Free GPUs. So you are working on chat GPT and all, everything they're working on TPUs and all. So for machine learning purpose, for deep learning purpose, right, for Gen AI models or agentic AI models and all, it being used. In that point of view, it is very, very powerful. So sharing, easy sharing to the students, especially for you guys, easy sharing. If I write the code, I use some code, easy sharing. Share notebook link, right? Collaborate, like Google Documents, or Google Documents are like a Word document. Comment on codes, it will be easy. Comment on code. Okay, now that is what the meaning of this. Simple to say. Google Collaborator is as I told you, what is Google Colab? Already I explained that it is a free online cloud-based Jupyter Notebook environment. That is to train our machine learning model, deep learning model. Did I cover this point entire story or not? Did I cover this entire story? Did I cover? No need. Did I cover the entire story? Right. Google Collaborate is a free online cloud. Okay. Next point is introduction to, provide. So advantages using the, so we can use, if you want to run on the larger machine, you can run on the GPUs and TPUs, right? Can access the drive easily. Google Drive also you can use access. Uploading the files from local is easy. Every 12 minutes session will restart. So there is a limitation of using. So session will start every 12 hours. So instead of discussing theory, let's discuss practically. Then I will explain more in detail. So there is a Google Drive. So today I'm not going to use this one. Tomorrow onwards I'm going to use this one. So today I'm going to use one of the another drive for me. It's called my personal another drive. So sign in where I don't keep much information. This is the you need to just log in into the Google Drive. What is that? You just need to log into the Google Drive. What is that? You just need to log into the Google Drive. What you have to do, guys? First, what you have to do? What you have to do, guys? Come on. What you have to do? Need to log. What is
We
the
have
first
to
step?
log into our Google Drive.
Log in into the Google Drive. I hope everyone know about the Google Drive. Do you know the meaning of Google Drive or no? Do you know the meaning of Google Drive or no? So here my drive already I have used it here. So Google Collaboratory connect more apps. So I'm uninstalling first, guys. Collaboratory. There is a meaning of collaboratory. Go ahead. Let's uninstall the collaboratory. Uninstall. Okay. Uninstall the collaboratory. Okay. Forget about that. So what I'm trying to do, guys, first in my drive, I'm creating a folder. Which batch, which month it is? Let's say March 2026 Gen AI batch. Gen AI agentic AI batch. Right. We have next 2 days only, right? So that is the reason I create here. So now we are going to discuss about the topic called Python. So I'm creating a folder called Python. So once you're doing this, this is the first step. Here, there is, you need to install the Python code. Can you see everyone right click in the folder, right click? Can you see the more button? Directly you can see here collab for the first time. Can you see here connect more apps? Collaborator is showing for me because I'm using for my first, I mean, already I have the collaborator. That is the reason showing me the collaborator. So now here more, can you able to see collaborator here? What you can see the more, when you click on the more, what you can able to see? Go to the any folder. Go to the any folder. Can you see any collaborator here?
No, sir.
No, you cannot see the collaborator, right? You're not able to see. So can you click on the, can you see the plus symbol, connect more apps? Everyone able to see?
Yes, sir.
Click on the connect more apps. Here, can you see the search apps? Can you see the search apps?
Yes,
There is
sir.
a thing called collaboratory. There is a type called collaboratory. What is that? Collaboratory. Collaboratory is nothing but here, how many people are using? Almost 85 million downloads were done. So this allows Google Collaboratory to open, create files in Google Drive, right? So it is install first user. Collaboratory was a work with the Google. So just you need to, what you need to do, just install it. So Collaborator needs your permission in order to start installing. Click on continue. Click on the continue. So I'm using this. Okay, it is asking me the permission, continue, asking permission. Click on the below. So automatically install. Please do it fast, guys. Everyone, please do it. Please do it, everyone. Please. Please do it. Everyone done? So Google Collaboratory was connected. Make Google the default apps for files to open. Okay. I said okay. Close it. So close this and just refresh it once. Refresh it once. Refresh once. Okay. So now here, what you need to right click. Can you see click on the more? Now can you see the Google Collaboratory? Can you see Google Collaboratory?
Yes,
Click on
sir.
the click
Yes,
on the
sir.
Google. Click on the Google Collaboratory. Right. Now just give me 1 second, guys. This is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? Any questions? So let me go in detail about this explanation. Before that, I would request I'll give 2 minutes of time everyone to install it. So along with me, you can also do practice.
Yes, sir. Just give me 2 minutes, sir. 2-3 minutes.
Yes, that's the reason. That's the reason I'm just. Okay, 1 minute. I'll give last 1 minute. How many of an Ajinkya are able to install? Sai Pranavi are able to install. Jagan are able to install. Ashwini are able to install. Arika are able to install. Whom are able, I'm able to see on the screen. I'm calling them. Sabia are able to install. Sakshi are able to install. If you are not able to install, do let me know. Do let me know. Because very important, guys. Very important. Okay. Shall I start? Shall I start, everyone? Please. Shall I start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or do you want me to wait
Yes,
for
yes.
1 more minute? Do you want me to wait for 1 more minute? Okay, perfect. Now, look into here. Top section, the one which I have selected, which is nothing but we are inside collab.research.google.com. What does it mean? It means the Google Colab or IDE, it runs on browser. As the .com says, it runs on the browser. So which means no software installation is required. It runs on, or it runs in browser. No software install is required. Everything runs on Google Cloud servers. Simple to say, your laptop is not doing heavy work. We can say that Google servers are doing it. What does it mean? Your laptop is not doing heavy work. Google server are doing it. So I hope, are you clear about this? Or do you want me to explain one more time? Simple to say, collab.research.google.com. That means it runs in browser. No software installation is required. Everything runs on Google Cloud server. Simple to say, your laptop is not doing heavy work. Google server are doing it. So now let's come to the point. Notebook name here, untitled dot, untitled dot, untitled dot, untitled 0 dot IPY. I remember this word, important word. IPYNB. What is the term called? IPYNB. I'm using a word called untitled, untitled 0 dot IPYNB. I'll explain. Dot IPYNB means interactive Python notebook. Interactive Python notebook. It has a, it is like a, it has a Jupyter notebook. It is a Jupyter notebook. So as entitled name, so I can write any name here. I can write any name here. So I can write any name. So don't keep untitled always. So write any name. So simple to say. Date always better to remember. 26 date is the 2602 02 2026. Write the introduction to Python. Introduction to Python. Introduction to Python. So like tomorrow we are discussing some topic name, date, and so that it will be easy for you recall with the date, class, and session. Right. Okay. Now that is what, for example, X. Okay. Or other way around, simple to say introduction to Python. Python basics. Like day one. Simple to say. Here it will refresh. If you refresh this one, you can see here. See here. This is the file. 2026 02 226 introduction to Python. I refresh it, right? Again, I think introduction to Python. Did I? Oh, so in Python. Oh, it will refresh, guys. It will refresh.
Here can we write a PySpark code as well?
Anything you can write. Yeah, you can write PySpark code. You can write AI open models. You can call prompt engineering. Everything you can do here. So introduction Python. The file name is introduction to Python or rename. So that is what the meaning of introduction Python. Or you can use the term called. You can also write something called Python basics day one. Python basics day one. So refresh. Why it is not refreshing? Maybe it will do. Maybe it will does. Okay. Let's see. It may take some time. Don't worry. Okay. It is not. I hope you understand. Now menu bar. This is the menu bar. File, edit, view. Just below the file name, there is a thing called menu bar. So menu bar, what it does in the menu bar consists of file, edit, view, insert, runtime, tools, and help. Let me explain one by one. File. What file does? It can help you to save new notebooks, save, download. That purpose we are going to use. What is that? What purpose are going to? I will explain one by one. Next, edit. What edit does? It can do undo, redo, cut, copy, delete kind of thing. What insert does? Insert means inserting the text cells. This is a cell. This one is called a cell. Runtime is very, very important. So runtime will help you to connect to the cloud mission. So change runtime, for example, change runtime. So here we can suppose here I not install the PySpark, right? If I would have installed the PySpark, I can able to see the PySpark also. So not only the Python, there is a language called Julia. There is a language called R language like this we can. So we can use which version you want to. Latest runtime version or old versions. 2025-01 is the latest in January 21st. Sorry, in January 2026, they have made some updates, right? 3.12. Prior to that, which version you want to use also, you can select. So hardware accelerator, instead of you want to use GPUs or TPUs, all these things. Suppose you are working on the large volume of data set, given GPUs or TPUs are not sufficient, we can purchase also. Monthly, we can purchase also here. If you look into here, you can purchase. So recommended Colab Pro, Colab Pro Plus, Colab Enterprise. Pay, right? Per month, you are paying the $11, 100 computes per user. I mean, in one of the session, I can show you guys the premium one. I can show you how to use the premium one, but not required now. Okay, that is what the mean. So by default, it's connected to the CPU. As we're not using much, it is connected to the change runtime CPU. Or you can connect the here also. It's a connect directly connect also. Runtime is the brain of, remember, runtime is the brain of Colab. Without connecting runtime, code will not execute. Simple to say, I'm writing the word. So runtime is the brain of Colab. without connecting to runtime, code will not execute. Runtime is the brain of Colab. Without connecting runtime, code will not execute. So there is a connect button. That's what the meaning of how to connect that. That is what we have connected there. This connect button, whatever the connected button, connect us to a virtual machine. Simple to say, it is connected to the virtual machine. When you click on the RAM, so that means it is clicking RAM disk. That means RAM is allocated. So check into the change runtime. What it is connected to the local machine, or RAM is connected temporarily environment. Automatically temporarily environment starts. So when it connects, I'm just writing here. Okay. When you connect runtime, when you connect to runtime, what happens? RAM is allocated and the server RAM, RAM is allocated. CPU or GPU is assigned. By default, it assigns the CPU, guys. CPU or GPU is assigned. At the time of deep learning, I'll explain what is the CPU, GPU, and TPU are. Temporary environment starts. Environment starts. If inactive, sometimes inactive for sometimes, which means it disconnects. So you're not using the Colab for sometimes automatically. If you're disconnected, automatically what happens? It clears the memory. Memory clear. Always save your work in Google Drive. Always save your work Google Drive. Now, are you clear? This is what the meaning. Any questions? Any doubt? Gurudev, any questions? Giridharan, any questions? Sharif, any questions? Ajinkya, any questions? Aniket, any questions?
No, good, good.
Right. Now, let's point out the main. This is the coding, the code cell area, main white box. This is the white box you can see, right? This is the code cell area. This is the main white box, which is this is called also called code cell. We write the Python code. On the left side, you can see the run button. When you click, it automatically, this is the run button. This button is called run cell. So when you click on the run code, it will execute the code. Output appears on the below. So you can clearly say that each cell runs independently. If I clear again code, so next cell. So again, I can use the text also. I can write the text. For example, if I click text cell, where we can insert the text, right? It can be used for hash. By the hash means text cell, right? You can make it bold. You can make bold, right? You can add numbers, bullet points, right? Insert emojis, right? Repose markdown, right? Horizontal line, vertical bullet, right? Everything you can do. Okay. Now, so here you can write the textbook, like it also write the textbook, right? You can write the notes, simple to say, write notes. So simple to say numbers, right? You can write the notes. I can add the numbers, or you can add the numbers also. Bullets are numbers, anything you can add, right? Simple, write notes. Right, simple to say, write explanations. So next is the write explanations, add headings. Simple to say, or you can use the numbers also, guys. It's better. Write it and add the, for example, what does it mean? So write notes, simple to say, write explanations, whatever you can write, guys. You can also add headings, right? Simple to say, add documents, documentation, something. So automatically it look like when you open after 10 years also, it will be very easy to look, right? This is a markdown. So markdown is this is a kind of markdown. So markdown. So how it looks like as a markdown. So text adding documents one by one points automatically, right? So yeah, here the AI assistant. So here is the AI assistant Gemini. So it can also Colab has a built-in AI assistant. This is the built-in AI assistant. It can generate the code. It can help debug. But right, first to learn, don't, I mean, my personal request to all of you, first learn basics. Don't depend on AI blindly, because our goal is understand the write the code. Don't blindly depend on the AI. Try to learn the basics, right? Now any questions, any doubt? So next year, right, this is the called yeah. So can you see here variables, the variables here, variable section shows stored variables in the memory, what variables you have stored once you created and all, right? Terminal section, what terminal section is, terminal section is used to install the libraries. Suppose I want to install the libraries, so I can write I can write something like a pip install OpenAI. OpenAI is the one of the library. Automatically we can install. So it says that requirement is already available. So exclamation, here I use a word called slash pip install OpenAI. So which means exclamation mark is nothing but system command. So okay, now any questions, any doubts so far? This is the terminal node, this is the variables and all. So now how code runs in Python? How code runs in Python? Code goes to the first when you click on run button. So let's say when you click on the run button here, very important boys. How code runs. Right? When we click on run button, click run. First code goes to server. Code goes to cloud server. Next, server executes Python. Server executes Python. Next, output comes back to your screen. Right? Output comes back to your lap. I mean, simple to say, screen means your laptop. Okay. Now, are you clear about this? Or any confusion? When you run the click on the button, for example, here when you click on the button, so how does it go? When you write something here, the code goes first to the cloud server. Code goes to cloud server. Server executes Python. Output comes back to your screen. Right? Output comes back to your screen. So very
This
yes.
approach is for
Huh?
approach is for only collaborative tool or
Sorry, sir. Can you bit louder? Speak louder.
no? This approach is for only in the
Google
Jupyter
Colab.
and Google Colab. Yeah,
Yes, correct.
in real time how it will be.
Same only. We use servers only, right? AWS server or cloud server, anything.
Okay.
In real time for large applications, can we use this?
Yes, we do. So maybe instead of that depending on the Google Cloud, they do depend on the AWS server or Azure server. It also does the same task internally. Now we are using the Google Cloud server, right? Instead of using the Google Cloud server, it is the AWS server or Azure server. That's it. It exactly looks the same only in AWS server also, Azure also. Clear, Radhika ji?
Yeah.
Guru, are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when it comes to the real time, normally they'll install libraries and everything, right?
Yeah, they install here
For
also.
the
Yeah.
installation. Yeah.
Yes. Here
Here
also
it
by
is not
default.
needed. Yeah, got it.
In real time also, you are not, as a developer, you are not allowed to install. It will take care of the admin part. Whatever the
Correct.
libraries you required to have, you tell them, I need these libraries for my work. They can install for you. Of course, they do same internally. How we cannot able to see the terminal there in your real time, but you can see here the terminal. If you have admin permission, you can also install your own in Office also in real time also. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions, guys? Any doubt? So there is important, very important. Go ahead, Pratap.
Actually, I have suppose I have a server in AWS.
Okay.
I can connect through this Google Colab.
No. In AWS server, you have direct to Jupyter Notebook. You can use that.
Okay.
Same like your collaborative, right? For example, look into here. Jupyter Notebook in, for example, what the name? Maybe name would be different. I'll tell you what is, and I can show you here. Let me search and for you. I can. Hey, just give me 1 second. Jupyter Notebook in. For example, you're using AWS, right? So Amazon, that is called SageMaker.
Yes.
That's Jupyter Notebook. For example, if you use the Jupyter Notebook in Azure, we call as the, see here. Can we run Jupyter Notebook? Can we run Microsoft Azure through server integrator? That is called, the primary name is called Azure Machine Learning Studio or Azure Data Studio. Right? Make sense?
Okay.
Now, simple to say, very valid point you have mentioned here. So, simple to say, Jupyter Notebook, how Jupyter Notebook calls. In local machine, it is called a Jupyter Notebook, local machine, Jupyter Notebook. We have a servers, famous servers, 3 different servers. What are the famous 3 different company servers being used? So, for example, you are going to Google, we call this Colab. Suppose you are using Microsoft. Microsoft is Azure company, right? So they called Azure Data Studio or Azure ML Studio. Suppose if you go with the AWS, what do we call that? That is called as the SageMaker. Suppose if you go with the IBM, there is a tool called IBM Watson to perform the Python code. That's it. Name is different, but context and the way it works, everything the same. So that is the reason I've added the 3. How it works: when you click on the run button, code goes to the cloud server. My cloud server could be AWS, cloud server could be Azure, cloud server could be Google. And then in the server, it will execute the Python code. And again, output come back to your screen where you are looking. For example, now as AWS and Azure is not free, right? Hence, I'm using the Google Cloud. That is another way I can tell that. Am I right, Pratap? Guru,
Clear, sir.
now clear?
Thank you.
Rajni, Radhika, are you clear now?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
When it comes to GCP platform, it's
GCP is Google Colab only, right?
Yeah, okay. We use some cloud terminal, right? We have one services like cloud editor terminal.
That internal they use the terminal. What is same terminal? You can use you can name differently.
Okay.
Now we are using free of cost, right? So paying.
Okay.
Right. If I ask you to spend $1,000, will you able to spend $200? No one, right?
No.
So where are the possible free of cost? You can learn with the better opportunities. That's it we are doing.
Okay.
Now, most important concept, guys, temporary memory. What is that? There is a concept called temporary memory. Listen carefully. Temporary memory. Very, very important concept, guys. It applicable for all these servers and all. So if your runtime disconnects, assume that if runtime disconnects. So what happens if runtime disconnects? What are the packages installed? Installed packages are disappears. Installed package disappear. Disappear means it will be there, but again you need to re-invoke. Again you need to install, like import pandas, import numpy, like that. You need to install again. You need to invoke again. Variables are disappears. What is variables? I will cover in the tomorrow session. Right? Disappears. Where what are the variables? X is equal to 20 is the variable. What is the variable? That I'll explain tomorrow class. Then what is the solution? For this, the solution is very simple. Save notebook. Jupyter Notebooks, I mean to say. And mount it to your server drive or Google Drive. As we are using Colab, right? Mount it to Google Drive. So how to mount? So there is a simple story to mount. So I'll explain, guys. From google.colab.import drive and mount it to drive. Mounted drive, whatever the drive name. For example, I'm going to give the drive name here. So here. So my drive is here. For example, now I'm using drive this one, right? March 2020. March 2020, my drive. Why 1 second? Path, how do I get the path? So one second, guys. Why I'm not getting the path? Ideally should get the path. So here home. This is the home and should get the path. Okay, I think so. We can give something. I can tell you about the content drive, my drive. So my drive is the my drive space. Let's say my drive. My drive is not available. So you can simply say, you can give the path also if required. Don't worry. So drive mount is not available. Okay. Okay, let's see. Import os dot get current working directory. I'll tell you what is this and all. Just give me content only. Os dot chdr. No, it is not taking. Not sure what is the reason. Okay. Anyway, I'll explain this later. It is not taking. So that's how we need to mount it. We need to mount it simple, this code from Google Drive, where you can give the, by default, it mount to drive, guys. By default, it mount to drive. It will ask you the permission, content.drive, connect to Google Drive permission. All right. It will give the permission. It will ask you permission. So select all, select Google Drive for desktop, can access and everything, continue. All right. So automatically you're given the permission to automatically mount it. So if you mounted to Google Drive, whatever the work you have been done, it will automatically save here. Whatever the work you have been done, automatically work get be saved. Okay, mounted to this drive location. This is a by default drive location. It will do, right? Right. So let's write down the first one. First code, write down the first print. Can you see my screen, or do you want me increase the font? Now can you see the better way? Which one is the better? Right? So I'm writing the first code, demo. Let's say demo. So I'm writing the print. Welcome to Python class. So execute. So it is a, so click on the run button, automatically it will execute here, right? Automatically execute here. Or simple to say, again click on here, plus. So I'll execute, use the shift enter, means it'll execute. If you use the control enter, automatically what happen? If you use the like a print, let's say print, welcome to Gen AI. So when you use the shift enter in the keyboard, shift enter, execute the current cell as well as it will also create the new empty cell. Suppose if I use a print 10 plus 15, use the control enter. What does it mean? Execute the current cell. So now try to understand the difference between current cell versus next cell. Use the shift enter and all. That is all about your today's class, guys. In tomorrow, I will write and explain with showing the writing the first code in Python and all. Let me stop here. Any questions? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt?